Hello guys, this is Deepika from mytutorialrack.com. In this section, we will go ahead and talk about rebasing. Now, what do you mean by rebasing? Before jumping into the details of rebasing, let's go ahead and look at our commit history. So if you go ahead and type this command git log -- one line, you will see that this is the commit history for the master branch. And as you can see here that the commit history is very messy because we have these developments in different branches and we have merged those changes into the own branch, and which resulted into a messy kind of commit history. But Git has a tool which will help us to clean up our commits, and that tool is called Rebase. Now, before telling you what Rebase is, let's go ahead and create another branch here. So we're going to go ahead and create another branch, and we will call it as about. And now I'm going to go ahead and check out as a about branch. So right now I have switched it to the about branch, and as you can see, this about branch is based off of this master. So right now whatever was there in the master, the about will also have. Now what we're going to do here is we will go ahead and create a folder called about under this my git repo folder. So I'm going to go ahead and create a folder and I'll call it as about. And inside of this folder, I will also create a file. So I'm going to go ahead and create a file here, and we will name it as index.html. So I'm going to go ahead and save it under the about folder, and I will call it as index.html and hit save. So now I've added this file. I have not added any contents here, but I have created a folder, and inside the folder I have created this file. Now we are going to go back and commit our changes. So I'm going to go ahead and say right now, if you look at the status, you can see that there is a folder has been added and there is a particular file also. So git add command can also be used to add the entire directories to the staging area. Since we have added this new folder called /directory, using the git add command, we can go ahead and use it to stage the entire directory, git add about. And now if I look at the status, you will see it tells you that there is a file that needs to be committed. So I'm going to go ahead and say git commit, and the message that I'm going to go ahead and use will be add empty page in about section. So now if I go ahead and look at the status, the working directory and the repository both are in sync because we have just committed our changes. Now the next thing we will do is we will add some contents to this index.html file. Right now it's blank, but now I'm going to go ahead and enter some contents to this particular index.html. So now these are the changes that I've added to my index.html file. So now you can see that this is I've added about us, the title of the page, and then there is a paragraph, and there is a list here, and there is also a link to this Mary.html pages, me.html pages, and then it also has a link to the index.html, which is the main page. So let's go ahead and look at this particular file in the browser. So we're going to go ahead and go to our index.html, which is under the about folder inside of the my git repo, and I'm going to go ahead and open this with the browser here. So we're going to go ahead and open in Google Chrome, and you can see this is how the page looks like. Right now we do not have these links working because we have not created these pages, but if you click on return to the home page, it takes you to the index.html page. So now what we're going to do next is we will go ahead and add these changes to this about branch. So we're going to go ahead and look at the status one more time, and then we will see that this particular file has been modified. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and commit these changes, stage and commit this snapshot. So we're going to go ahead and using a single command that we learned about, git commit -a-m. The message that I'm going to put is add contents to about page. So this is what my check-in is doing. So now if I go ahead and look at the history here, The history is still messy. It has the commits from all the different branches. In the next tutorial, I will show you how the rebasing can help us and can clean up these commits, and we can change according to our requirement, and we can change the commits, messages, etc. using rebase.